Greetings, classmates and professor. My name is Mew-TubeHK, or as you would all know me as Nathan. Welcome to my final project. We were each given our own choice of project, so for mine I decided to do a Machinimanga. Now you may ask, what exactly is a Machinimanga? Allow me to explain a bit. Machinimanga is derivative off the art of machinima, a video making process that involves using in-game engines of video games to make your own non-profit series and such. For this project, I used the wildly popular game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and now that you finally have an understanding, we can finally begin.
Hey, hold on a second! You're forgetting about my intro!
What do you mean? There's only one intro.
You introduced yourself, now I get to introduce myself too! Remember, I'm helping you with this.
Fair enough, I suppose. Very well.
Welcome to the final project. I am also Mew-TubeHK or Nathan. Except this is me when I'm away from people and on my own. A lot more open when I'm by myself, yeah?
Anyways, with introductions out of the way, let's begin with this project. The first thing I want to talk about is time management. This has never been a very big strength of mine throughout my life. I'd usually either overestimate or underestimate the amount of time that I have to do something.
And yet he still does now and then, the dummy.
Hey, I thought we agreed on no self-bashing for this project.
You did. I didn't.
Yes, but we're personifications of him. We have to talk nicely about him.
Fine.
Alrighty, from the top. I wasn't very good with time management during my life, and even then I still struggle with it. And while having moved back in with my parents for this semester as opposed to staying on the dorm rooms, us humans are still pretty imperfect, and I'm no exception.
I thought we weren't supposed to self-bash ourselves.
Not when it's true and it applies for more people than just him.
Fair enough.
Through this class, I've learned how to form a schedule and figure out where I'm due to work and where I'm due to spend some me time. However, my emotions can still get the best of me whenever I feel pressured by assignments, and then work never gets done, so that's still a big problem. Even then, however, I just need to figure out how my schedule can work and try my best to squeeze in whatever I can work on. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but I just gotta show some overall commitment is all.
You all done with this topic?
Yes, you may speak your contribution now if you want.
Yes! Alright, note-taking! That's a fun topic, yeah? There are many different ways to make note-taking easier, and some methods work better for others. But in the long run, it all boils down to a sense of paying attention. Yes, most lectures can be boring and a little painful to listen to if they don't pique your interest, but there are a few ways to make it more bearable.
I assume you're not going to take this topic in a serious tone?
Hey, I'm the more vocal and open version of him. Of course that means I have a trade-off.
Alrighty.
The most common way of making sure you get the most out of a lecture is focusing on gaining key ideas. This can include things you've learned in textbooks, items written up on the board, summarized concepts or information, and much more. It would also be better to organize your notes effectively so they're not that hard to use. This can be things like using the Cornell system, fixing grammar and spelling, and many others. And overall, don't forget to actually study the material. That's the most important part, obviously.
Huh. I guess you can be serious now and then.
Oh, shut up.
Anyways, on to our next topic. This time I'll be talking about setting goals. This is always an important thing to have in life at any place and any time. Goals relate very heavily to time management, as they can help you reach the next step of your life most of the time, or simply just answers as to what you could ideally spend your time doing. Like most decisions in life, goals always come with pros and cons. Take, for example, studying for a test. While you may get better grades and aim towards a better job in the future, it comes with a price. In this case, spending time with your friends. Because of this, you'll have less fun, and might even develop into a bit of a loner.
Where have I heard this story before?
1. His story is completely different from this. 2. I already said no self-bashing.
Where's the shot?
If you're new to the goal-setting scene, the best you can start is by establishing a goal that is only a little bit above what you're already capable of. This may be something like finishing an extra credit project, or maybe adding 5 more pounds to your weights during a workout. Starting small and building up is a good approach to furthering yourself through these practices. It would also be useful to rope these into your overall schedule each day. As a matter of fact, some goals can even be the things you do every day, such as getting out of bed on time or even taking a shower.
That's probably what this one needs for sure. Okay, that's not self-bashing and you know it. This is fact.
You make a fair point.
And now we enter our last topic of this presentation. Using resources. As a loner...
Just not a very big people's person.
That's what a loner is, yes.
For Pete's sake, dude.
Let me talk!
Fine.
As a loner, it gets pretty hard for this one to really reach out to people or speak up, which is probably why he never owned up to presenting this.
False, he was still in the draft stage and would have rather shown it when it was completed.
So he didn't own up to it.
I wonder what he's thinking while typing this all.
Now, this course didn't necessarily touch up on how to manage using said resources, so using them still requires this quiet one to step out and speak up for once. However, this course did give us a good understanding of what the campus is capable of offering. With things like disability services and class tutors as far as the eye can see, there seems to be something for just about anything here. On top of that, not every resource here is just for work. There's plenty of places to spend time in general and socialize. Again, as said before, this is all dependent on this silly little fellow to make the decision to use these places. But if it weren't for discussions in this class, he probably wouldn't have known of so many places.
And with that, we wrap up the main points from what we've learned from this class. I believe our presentation is over now, right?
Wait, really? Bummer, this was actually getting kind of fun.
I share the same feeling, but this was still fun nonetheless, yeah? Perhaps we'll be needed for another presentation in the near future.
Yeah, you've got a point there. I'm sure there are some professors out there that allow free choice with final projects.
With that, thank you for listening to our presentation, thanks for watching, and thank you all for the lessons I've learned. Until next time.
Bye!